Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish, and this is Wasteland. Now, if you were here for our last episode, we got into a little bit of trouble. So we kind of hung a right around these mountains here, and we went into this mine. And in that mine, we experienced a number of trials and travails, including some pretty nasty monsters trapping us after a cave-in which we then failed to bust our way out of. So when that happened, I admit, because I have been expecting Wasteland to throw some pretty nasty stuff at us, I kind of panicked, and I forgot something very important. I thought that we were badly trapped, and that it was all gonna be over. However, right here you can see that's the cave-in that trapped us on that side of the tunnel. I had forgotten that just moments earlier, I went up this way, and there's a break in the wall. A break in the wall that takes us away from the horrible, swarming armies of lizards, and away from the Shadow Claw. Straight to freedom. So, needless to say, I did in fact leave. And I went all the way back to Ag Center and rested, and so now everybody's back at MaxCon, and we're a lot safer than we were, which means that we can pick up where we left off with our exploration of the mines. So now we'll see what else it has to offer, and if we encounter some of those nastier monsters again, we won't have, like, you know, 2 hit points. Let's see, can we... Okay, we can't actually move on top of the strong box. I wanted to give another shot at picking the lock on this box and see if maybe Skull could just roll really high and we could figure out what's in there. But if she can't, that's okay. That just means we'll come back later. But of course, I am always intrigued by any treasure chest. Oh, we got it! Yes! I tried that a bunch of times last time and could not open it. I was really worried we were going to have to level up our picklock skill and come back. Because any box I cannot open, I want to know what's inside it. This says it's something unusual. Who wants the loot? I don't know. Who's got room for loot? Oh, look at this. A rope and 4 gas masks. 4 gas masks, you say? Interesting. Can we... Okay. Can Dinah take one? Yes. Okay. Ira and Skull are full up. Let's check down here. Where's our gas mask at? Back up at the top? Yes. Can we equip that? Aha! We can. Oh, it says weapon gas mask, though. That takes up your weapon slot? That's really strange. That's very strange. Okay, but I can only assume that they're giving us 4 gas masks because there are 4 people in our party, right? So, what can Ira... Let's see here. What can Ira throw away? There's another rope. We got matches. So many 9mm clips. We need to find some place to get rid of some of this stuff. We have plenty of money, so I'm not too broken up if I have to, like, toss something, which I think is probably what I'm going to have to do. But I am starting to get a tiny bit concerned that we've been to like a couple of different settlements now, and they've had shops, and they won't buy literally anything that we have except fruit. In this case, though, I think that Ira is going to drop one of these knives. Because he has 3 of them. Okay, now we need to have Skull drop something as well. What will she drop? We have so many ammo clips. Okay, she also has 2 knives. Let's drop a knife. There we go. Oh, cool. I like how it changed where it's actually, like, busted open. We'll save. We will not quit. Oh. Ooh. Warning, muties are attacking. 8 slithering lizards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Are the slithering lizards the things that just, like, quite literally ate us up last time, where we got stuck in a loop where we would try to run away, they would attack us, they would knock everyone unconscious, and then immediately we would go into another round of combat because someone would wake up with like 1 hit point. To the point where like we couldn't even escape. I had to quit the game to get away from them. It was like a soft lock. I think it was the slithering lizards. Maybe. At least this time they're all in one group. So that means that everyone will be attacking the same target. Let's see how it goes. We got full hit points this time. Oh yeah, they're going first because, see, that's what I remember about them. They're very fast. Okay. Ooh, Dinah hit 2 of them for 14 points. Ira got hit for 1. Skull got hit for 5. Ooh, Ira got hit for 10. Oh no. Ira got hit for 9. Oh my gosh. 9, 7, 11. Dinah takes 6. Oh man. See, look how long this is going on. There's 8 of them, and it seems like each of them gets like 3 attacks. Okay. We softened some of them up. Let's see if we can take some of them out this time. Because that's the real problem is, oh, okay, we got 1. Dinah got 2 of them. All right. It is just that they get so many attacks. Somebody's going to get hit and going to get hurt. Plus, they hit pretty hard. Ira got 1, though. Ooh, Ira's getting the crap beaten out of him. Oh, man, Ira's down. Crud. Okay, have to use medic on Ira. Dinah's in it to win it this time. Oh man, she's gonna go down though. Oh, she just went down. Uh-oh. See, even with how often they're missing, there's just... they get so many attacks. See, because there's only 6 of them left, but look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 6 of them, I believe. No, we killed a 3rd one, so there's 5 of them left. So each of them's getting 2 attacks. Okay, well, let's try it. We've killed some of them. And even if people get knocked unconscious, they still get XP, which is good. See, this is where it gets really bad. This is what happened last time, is people got knocked unconscious, and then all of those attacks started to pile on one person, and there was no way. See, everybody's unconscious. They're only worth 50 XP apiece? Oh, man. See, look at this. I'm going to try to... See, because Dinah's, like, hitting really hard. I'm going to try to tough this one out. Because they're not going to leave us alone. This is going to keep happening, so... Let's see. Oh, Ira's down again. See, this is like a soft lock. It's really strange. It's really strange. Okay, Brain's got one. Awesome. He went down, but he got one. This is a very strange behavior because it's where they keep regenerating 1 hit point and then immediately get sucked back into the battle instead of this just having a game over. It's really odd. Okay, Ira got another one. Good. Every time one goes down, it gets more manageable. And as long as they don't get seriously injured and they're just knocked unconscious, this is doable. The real problem is when someone gets knocked unconscious and then they get hit and, you know, there's like a big crit or something. And it seriously injures them. Okay, we got 3 characters up this time, so... There's only 3 lizards left. Man. Tell you what, there's no love in these lizards' lives, I don't think. They don't seem to be great at making friends. Skull got a hit in. Hey. That's progress. And I think basically doing this is the only way we're going to get out of this, so... $17 damage and they didn't kill one. Wild. Yeah, so the problem with these, they are just so fast. They don't seem to be super dodgy, but it's that they get lots of hits. But that's okay. Sometimes we are going before they are, and when that happens, we usually take one down, or at least deal some damage. Okay, Skull got one. Alright, Ira did not get one, but he seriously injured one, which is good. I'll take it. Ooh. Ira stayed up that time. He actually made it through a round. Oh, he went first. I was hoping he'd get one. Come on, Brains. Did not get one this time. And everybody got knocked out. That's okay. Skull got 50 XP. There's only 2 left. See, it's getting a little easier each time. I can't believe Ira does that much damage isn't it killing one. Like, I think we established in the last stream that the monsters seem to have variable amounts of potential hit points. Okay, there we go. Ira got one. Only 1 left. And it's got to be wounded. So that means some of these lizards might have 10 hit points. And then some of them might have 30. And you don't know until you kill it. Okay, come on. Okay, Brains made it through. Brains and Dinah, come on, finish it off. There we go, we got it. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my god. Okay. Use the medic skill on Skull. Use the medic skill on Ira. And I guess I'm gonna save it. Oh, 5 blind mine crawlers. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Oh man, they're all in one group again. 8 points of damage, misses. 12 points of damage. Okay, we got one. Let's see how this goes. We might be stuck in another loop. But that's okay. We've seen that we can eke our way through there. Not if you miss, though, Skull. Come on. Girl. Okay, she stayed up, though. No one else got up, but 8 points of damage, that's a good hit. Ooh, there we go, though. See, she got seriously wounded that time. That's not good. That's what we don't like. 11 damage, 8 damage, 10 damage. I wonder how they determine things like serious wounds, serious injuries. It seems to be maybe like if you go to a certain negative amount of hit points, maybe? Like if you take enough damage below unconscious that it adds up, it meets a certain threshold perhaps? Or is it just randomly like some attacks are serious injuries? Okay, there we go. We got another one. Like, maybe that's what a critical hit is. Although, see, Skull's critically injured now, though. Ooh, so if we can't get out of this very quickly... Got another one. We may have to load it, because I don't know how to deal with critical injuries. See, like, I don't know if the medic skill will help. Ooh, Brain's got one, though. Okay, there is one left. Dinah, take it out. Immediately fails. At least we're faster than these things. And they're not super accurate, so that's okay. They hit fairly solid. Oh, see, now she's mortally wounded. Oh, I'm gonna have to load it, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, see, he's unconscious. Are we... Okay, still not back up yet. I don't want to save it. Oh, did she die? Oh, man. Yep, I think she died. Okay, well. Okay, let's get back in there. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it saved when we exited. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, wait a minute. Dinah does have... Everybody's got medic. So maybe she can save. Skull. Oh, you didn't help. Uh-oh. Didn't help. Oh, come on. You've got to help somebody. Okay, there we go. Ira's improving. Okay, we have to do better. Dinah, come on now. Oh, I don't know if she can. I just don't know. I don't know if medic is what... Like... Uh-oh. Like, is medic even what you use for this? I don't know anything about the conditions. But it seems like it's not working. So either it is a much higher check and she's rolling poorly, or being mortally wounded is like that's... The medic skill just doesn't work on it. Ooh, folks. Okay, there's a macro feature built in. Oh, see, I was going to say, like, I'd have to set that up, like, on my keyboard outside of the game. And I have macro keys, but or like, you know, they're blank keys that you can customize. Okay, so let's see. So let's do Control F1. Okay, record macro 1. There we go. So use 4 S 7 3 enter, and then Control F1 again. Okay. Okay, alright. Alright, okay. Alright, we're in this to win this now. We have a process. Alright. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. That took a lot fewer checks, too. Because, look, we are already... She's back up to unconscious. Alright. Okay. Thank you, Crow and Trance. You saved Skull. You have saved Skull. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save it. And hopefully that macro will remain recorded by the game too, so I won't have to do that every session. And then I can remember to just spam F1 if that happens again. Alright. Okay. Oh, and immediately 3 radioactive vermin. Okay. Alright. Sure. I need to use more of my hotkeys. Oh yeah, that makes sense too. I could just change the order so that way whoever we want to use the macro on will be in position 3. Yeah. Oh, a desert dweller. Okay, well, attack, attack, attack. 13 points of damage. Oh, now he's seriously wounded. Well, now we get to try the macro on somebody else. Oh boy. Okay, so let's do that then. Let's move Ira to position 3. Oh. Wait. Oh, okay. I did that wrong. There we go. Okay, I need to... Dinah, Skull, Ira, Brains. There we go. Okay, there we go. Got him out of seriously wounded. Cool. Let's save again. I'm heading back to Ag Center because that's what I did last time. We can go in here to heal because there are no encounters. So I can just stand right here. And we can just wait until they recover. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Not well. Let's call on the radio. Dinah can't get promoted. Ira, Skull, Brain, nobody. Okay, I wish it showed how much experience people had, but if there is a display anywhere in any of these menus that does that, I have not found it. I thought it would just be on their kind of like generic character readout that has all of their stats and stuff, but nowhere can I find their total current experience points. Like... If I click on someone, so you would think it would be right here, but there's no scroll bar, there's no next attribute. See, and if I go here and do this window, it pulls up a secondary window. It tells you what everything is. See, and here it talks about rank. But it does not say anything about how much XP you need to get to the next rank or how much you currently have. Which is a shame. So I still don't know for sure if it's a static number to go up every single level, like if it's always 1,000 XP, for example, and then maybe over time, as you level up, lower level enemies become worth less in order to balance that out. Or if it goes up every time that you level up, so that way the experience award for a given enemy remains the same, and you need to pursue higher level enemies in order to level up and meet that higher threshold. I don't know which it is. I'm trying not to spoil myself too much, but there are some things where, like, I'm just going to have to learn more about the game, and I'm going to have to look certain things up. I've had to do that a couple of times. Okay, we need just, like, 3 more hit points. Oh, look at that. On a dime, baby. Okay, there we go. We are back at full. We are back at full. Everyone lived. Thank you again, Crow and Trance. You saved Skull. You are a literal lifesaver. Okay. So, should we go back to the mine? And maybe we'll fight some creatures and level up? Or what? Because I feel like we do need to level up and get more powerful. But it seems almost like maybe the mine is a place we shouldn't really be, considering the overall strength of the enemies. So should we go look for somewhere else and avoid the mine for now? We could go east of High Pool, for example. Or there's a bridge up here to the northwest of the mine. We could go explore there. I think we probably don't want to go too far into the actual desert. Oh, hey. Hey, here's a place. Oh, and that looks like another place, actually. Let's see. Entering the Guardian Citadel. Oh, and I saw something else up there in the northwest as well. Carved into the side of a mountain, you see a huge black structure you recognize as the Guardian Citadel. Read paragraph 85.
You know the Guardians to be strange collectors of old items, and as xenophobic fools who would not hesitate to kill strangers without ever seeing the whites of their eyes. You've learned that the flags are in place to mark the closest an outsider may approach the walls without being attacked.
Oh. Okay. The defender on the wall yells, "Leave, Wasteland scum! You're not old enough to die here." This close to the Citadel, you realize you've not got the armor it would take to survive an assault on this place. Another look at those black obsidian walls also tells you that you don't have the weapons to crack this nut yet. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we should leave then. We got told that we are not supposed to be here. Okay, what do you think? Northwest or northeast? I think they're about the same distance away, so we see a little camp right there. That almost looks like a military medal with that striped colored bar over top and these dangly bits. Can we go this way? Okay, we can't go. I thought this might be a path. So in order to get to whatever is up in the northwest, we would have to go around the mountains. Then let's go here first. Desert Nomads. Hello. Read paragraph 2.
You've come upon the Rail Nomads camp. Ornery-looking longhorn cattle wander among dusty tents from which sullen faces appear. In the background, a ramshackle collection of railroad cars, patched with wood, hide, and an odd piece of corrugated aluminum, sits on a rail siding. 2 of the cars, the locomotive at the front and the caboose at the rear, appear to be in better condition than the others. As you approach, a strained silence falls over the camp, and you grow uncomfortable under the collective gaze of the assembled nomads. Finally, one of the nomads steps forward. "Welcome, Rangers. I am the brakeman of this train. I'd be honored if you would visit me in the caboose before leaving our camp. In the meantime, please accept our hospitality." The brakeman turns and strides back into the camp.
Okay, I kind of remember the Rail Nomads from Wasteland 2, but I don't know much about them from Wasteland 1 and how it's different. So. Okay, see, that's useful information. So some weapons are actually going to, like, improve your brawling, like presumably your damage or your accuracy or something like that. That makes sense. I imagine the pickaxe is probably the same as the crowbar, then? Would be my guess. Okay, that's the caboose. Oh, look, there's a little guy. That is one entire little guy. Ooh, the guard stops you at the entrance to the tent and requests that you state your business. And we get to type something in. Oh, we haven't done this since we talked to, like, what was his name? Bobby? What, he says? Okay. Can we, is this a shop? Oh, that's a good one. Trade? He doesn't know what that means either. Can we buy or sell? No. Okay, well, we will just have to come back here. We will probably find out, like, a keyword to discuss with him. Another one. Okay, so that's just what everybody's doing. Engineer smiles and asks how he may be of assistance. Read paragraph 28.
As you board the locomotive, you're met by a short but solid-looking fellow. He's dressed in garishly striped overalls and wears a rather battered and much patched engineer's cap. Greetings! I am the engineer of this train. The engineer makes a sweeping gesture that encompasses the entire camp. I hope your stay with us will be a pleasant one.
Okay. Can we talk to him about, okay, the locomotive, maybe? The train. Trade? No. Okay, we are apparently badly missing some keywords here. This is a $10 slot machine. Try your luck. I'm going to say no for now, just because I think our inventory is mostly full. We will come back when we have more inventory, because we have plenty of money, as far as I know. Entering the trading car, yes! Please! Dinah wants to... We want to see what we can buy first. Book, canteen, crowbar, an engine? $500? Ooh, a Geiger counter. We probably need that. A map. What does a map do? Match pickaxe, rope, and sledgehammer. Now, we've already found a pickaxe. We've not seen a sledgehammer yet. Huh. And I noticed that the pickaxe is 75, while the sledgehammer is 25. So do those count as weapons? Or do they count as tools? It looks like they count as tools and not weapons. Yes. And she's got all of the money right now anyway. I've been doing that, so all the 624 is everything that we have. Yeah, based on what I'm looking at right here, it seems like both the sledgehammer and the pickaxe count as tools, which means that it is not really worth buying one for everybody. I don't think. On the other hand, we'll see what we can sell, because if they are selling these kinds of tools, maybe they will buy stuff like knives and things too, and crowbars. They've got gas masks too. That's useful, because we can have more than 4 people in our party, so if we pick up NPCs, we could come back here to get some. Okay, let's go to sell. What will you buy from us? Rope, canteen, matches, canteens, crowbars. Okay, let's get rid of a crowbar. I just love how all of these matches take up individual separate slots. That's my favorite thing about the matches. Also, I noticed that none of our weapons are on here, so they are not buying guns or ammo. That's a real shame. Have we determined, do we need more than one canteen? I have not looked it up, but I don't know what the canteen does other than presumably it holds water. I would assume. But I don't know, like... That's what I was thinking, like, surely we don't need 2 per person, right? Surely we don't need 2 per person. We've got to make some room somehow, so let's sell some of these canteens at least. And we've got rope. I don't know what the hand mirror does. Everybody started with one, so it seems like maybe it's important. Let's leave them with one as well. Let's see, canteen. Since he's got a pickaxe, I guess we don't need a crowbar on him. He's got 2 ropes. Maybe we should sell one of these ropes, because everybody's got at least 1 rope, and we might only need 1 rope, period. So I'm going to take a chance and sell the rope. Now, she just had 1 rope. So let's see. Skull, what are you carrying? You've got an extra rope. You've got 4 canteens. We will sell some of those. And Brains. Brains has 3 ropes, 2 canteens. Okay, let's pool our money. That gives us $772. That's not bad. That is better than what we had. Oh, read paragraph 43.
As you pass the open doorway of this car, you're almost overcome by the strong odor of fermented cactus fruit. As your eyes become accustomed to the darkness of the car, you can make out a straw-colored floor littered with numerous bottles of Dr. B. Bilios Balfour's snake squeezins. At the back of the car lolls a rotund, bearded figure, rocking back and forth as if the mere act of sitting offered a difficult feat of balance. Finally, seeming to take notice of you, the shadowy figure issues an invitation. Welcome to my humble abode, gentlefolk. Step on in.
Snake squeezins. Okay, enter and be enlightened and amazed by the wisdom of the hobo. The hobo beams at you blearily. Good people, I'd like nothing better than to speak to you of things spiritual. But alas, I seem to have run short of the ambrosia which inspires my visions. To demonstrate, the hobo upends an empty bottle of snake squeezins and looks at you expectantly. What's that behind you? Oh, 1 rail raider appears at 14 feet. What? Okay, well. Okay, just remember, you started this fight, Mr. Raider. And they're going to finish it, too, if everybody misses like this. Oh, he's the only one that hit. Okay, sure. There we go. Well, that's what you get. I think that was literally just a random encounter. Caboose. The brakeman meets you at the door of the caboose. He thanks you for heeding his invitation. He has something for you to deliver to the head crusher in Quartz. Will you deliver the message? Sure, I guess. Okay, read paragraph 54.
The brakeman tells you, take this Visa card and give it to Head Crusher in Quartz. As the brakeman passes you the card, the sunlight catches the dove hologram and glints brightly. You slide it into your breast pocket as he turns and leaves without another word.
Okay. Now, the way that this was read, see, the first time he says the Head Crusher, like, out of all of the crushers, this one is in charge. But this sounds like somebody's name. Like, would you give this to Head Crusher? Get locked out. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm definitely glad that we said yes. Who wants the loot? Brains, you carry that. Okay. Oh, 3 Gila monitors. Okay, so this is not a safe place. We've got random encounters here. That's where the Rail Raider came from. 2 points, 2 points. Okay, it's got armor. Oh, 8 points, though. 6 back. Oh, it gets 3 attacks. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't like that. 9 points. 3 more. Let's see how much health it's got. Okay, good. At least it's missing. That's my favorite thing about this monster. Damaging it slowly. 3 points of damage. At least it's not hitting back really hard. Yeah, it's definitely got armor. Even Ira only hit it for 1 damage. Man, it's got a lot of hit points. Brain's not looking too good. He's almost at half health. I'm gonna have to macro that as well. I think I might. Two points of damage. That's not bad. Okay, let's do recording macro number 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $12 damage. Nice job, Brains. Okay, let's see if that worked. Yeah. Okay, I like that feature. Wonder, was that in the original game or is that just from this re-release? And this thing's got a load of hit points. So I think let's re-record that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Because while this was rolling, I hit Control F2 again, and I figure it doesn't seem to have done anything, but it probably recorded those keystrokes. There we go. Up to 75 hit points, you say? Oh boy. And we're only hitting it for 2 and 3 at a time. Oh my gosh. This feels like the fight with Rex again. We gotta get us some weapons. Of course, presumably guns would deal more damage than like our crowbars or our fists. And we just chose not to use pistols. I still don't know if that was a good decision or not. I wouldn't know how expensive bullets are because I haven't found anywhere that will buy them. Eight points of damage, 2 points, nice. Come on, folks. Now, watch this. We're gonna get all the way through this and hack this thing to death in little bits and pieces. And then it's gonna be worth like 40 fucking experience points. And I'm gonna be so pissed. 2 points of damage. It's not hitting very hard. Oh, there we go. Skull got it. Oh my god. Skull got the killing blow. Oh, wait a minute. There's more than one. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, Dinah got one. Right. Oh, there was like 3 of them. Right. Okay, that's why they're taking so long to kill. Is because we're not concentrating fire on a single one. But now I think there might only be one left. See, we've been in this fight for so long, I forgot how many enemies there were. Yeah, that's kind of what I see, is exactly that. Like Skull of Vulcan Skull fame, except a girl. Like, exactly that, but just girl. Change nothing else. 1 point of damage. Well, that's 1 point we hadn't done yet. And thankfully they don't hit back very hard, so they're just very durable. It seems like they kill you by staying alive longer than you. See if maybe Brains gets lucky and gets the last one. I would love for him to get a big XP boost. Skull's the one who's kind of like in the rear. Because where she only gets one attack, she just puts out less damage, and therefore she statistically gets fewer killing blows than everybody else. But then Brains, because he's the second worst fighter after Skull, is also kind of lagging behind, and I don't want that to happen because I want to level up our doctor skills. I'll level up that medic skill. So we've seen how important that is. Man, I'm glad y'all told me about that macro feature. This has just improved my gameplay experience by like 5,000% in one fell swoop. Oh, 1 point of damage and kills it. Okay, 480 points. Nice. Okay, that was rough, but could have been a lot rougher. I mean, considering how much killing they took, they did not kill us back nearly as efficiently. Now, surely, with almost 500 points, somebody's leveled up. Not Dinah, though. Not Ira, not Skull, not Brain. Nobody? Wow. Wow. Like Owen Wilson. Wow. Well, we don't have anything else to sell, and it feels like we've done everything else that we can do here. Because since these don't seem to count as weapons, there's no point in spending a fortune to buy everybody a pickaxe. I might consider buying a sledgehammer just because if it's a tool that does something different, we might need one at some point. You know what? There's something I didn't even think to try. When I was trying to pick the lock on that crate back in the mine shaft, I never even thought to use the crowbar on the box and try to force it open, but I bet you could do that with at least some containers, right? Like, surely. Huh. Don't need a book. I'm tempted to buy that Geiger counter, but I'm torn between, like, we haven't been anywhere with radiation yet, but then it's like, that we know of, because we don't have a Geiger counter, so how would we know? Also, I don't know what the map does, but $50 is a lot of money to spend when you only have 772, so I'm afraid to buy it on a whim just to experiment. This is the thing that really confuses me, the engine, because that's very expensive. To me, at that price, this early in the game, that reeks of like a quest item or something. Like you'd have to come here to purchase that and then take it somewhere else. But I don't know what you would do with it. God, yeah, that's really what we need. Like, I would kill for some weapons, but armor is what we really need more than anything else, because we have already seen with just that 1 point of armor that has done so much to keep Ira alive. I would love to find some armor that we could buy. Okay, well, I don't know what this is for, so I'm not gonna buy it yet. Because that's a lot of money. Is there anything else down here? Okay. Leaving the Nomads. So we've got to go around this way to get over there. I don't know where Quartz is. But let's go to Ag Center and heal. And then we will continue on around to whatever that is up there in the northwest. That might be Quartz. I don't know. Because obviously it sounds like Quartz is a place. But that's the first time that I've heard anybody mention it, so I don't know, like, which direction we should go. Yeah, okay, we're getting there. There you go. That's that positive thinking. That's be the vibe you want to see in the world. Okay, just a little bit more. There we go. That's good. Okay, so studiously avoiding the mine. I guess let's go up this way to whatever this is. Ooh, 2 slithering iguanas. Ooh, Ira got 1. Skull got the other one. Nice! Well done, Skull. Let's save after every fight. We'll have to see what's on that other side of that bridge at some point. Oh, okay, so this is Quartz. Cool, and there's like a car up there or something. You've walked... You've walked into a cactus, the spines poke you and hurt a lot. Everybody takes damage. Okay. Alright. You know what? Fucking fair. I'm just gonna... Yeah, it did. So I'm just gonna take that, though. Because you know what? Fair enough. Walking into a big cactus, like a saguaro cactus or something, probably does hurt a lot. Something just leaped out from nowhere. 3 humanoids appear at 10 feet. Oh, wow. Look at these punks. Let's fight them. Ooh, a cutthroat. 9 points of damage. Got him. Another cutthroat for 12. Did not kill him. Brains got 1 for 10. The last one missed. Good. Okay, we might get through this unscathed. Other than our cactus wounds. There we go. Got them all. Yeah, it said just humanoids, but then when we attacked them, it said it changed to cutthroat. So I'm guessing you can have mixed groups? Maybe? Maybe they're not mutants. Maybe that's the point. Scott's Bar. Entering from the rear of Scott's Bar. Card players stop their game and grab guns. One carries a rifle. Oh, because I came in the back door. An Ozoner and 4 outlaws. Oh no. I may have made a mistake. I did not expect for this to happen. Should we fight them or should we try and back out of this? Because I don't know, like, this could lock us out of a quest or something. I'm so uncertain about so many things. Fight it? Okay. Well then. That's what we'll do. Let's just... Oh, right, because there's different groups. So let's... At each target. Let's take that guy out first because he's the one with the rifle. Oh, well. Damn. Okay. No one is within range. Party, we're gonna go over here. Oh, man. Ooh, ooh. Oh, no. Maybe we should have let him run. Uh-oh. I can't save once I'm in battle, but I did save outside. So... okay, let's see how it goes. Man, they hit hard. Dang, brains is down. Oof. Oof. Hmm. Well, I mean, yeah. Fair enough. Ooh, they are hitting us a lot more than we are hitting them. Huh. That one guy, he went down hard, and then these guys are just kicking our asses. Wow. Okay. I don't think this is going very well. We've not even taken one of them down yet. I don't know that we've hit them. Oh, we finally got one. Jesus. I don't know for sure if we can do this. Let's keep trying, I guess. Maybe if it's like the lizards, maybe they can't kill us and we can chip away at them. Okay, Dinah got the other one. Okay. So there's only one group left and there's just 2 outlaws. They only get 1 attack each, but damn if they don't hit hard. Okay, Ira's back up. So here we go. We're in a loop again. Oh boy. Oh man. Oof. Big oof. Well, now we're stuck in. Okay, come on, Ira. Finish this. Finish this. Knock brains back out, but... oh, took 10 damage. Okay. Come on, Ira. There we go. Good lord. Oh, great googly moogly. Let's see, let's use medic on brains. In fact, let's use it on everybody. Just in case. Oh, you didn't help. No shit. It's alright, I'm not surprised. Skull is really hard to help. There we go. There we go. Trying to get everybody just conscious. Okay. Let's loot. Ooh, shit. Look at this. Oh, man. $349. Whoa, that's a lot of floor cash. Okay, you know what? Let's just step back outside. Should we save it? Yeah, let's just save it. How much money does that mean we have now? $1,121. Not bad. Cemetery gates are chained shut and locked. It looks like a manhole. This manhole leads north or west. Oh, we can go into it. Okay. I have to remember that. An old abandoned shack. This building hasn't been used in almost 100 years. I didn't realize it had been that long. Once a door here, but the squeak of many rats echo hollowly in this empty room. Door opens. The garbage in this room is knee-deep. It feels like it's moving. Oh, get out of there. Walls in this room are covered with graffiti. All the furniture in this room looks old and fragile. No bouncing on this chair. It's going to break any second now. Careful, this table's so old and rickety it'll fall apart if you sneeze on it. Surprisingly, the old swinging door opens at your touch. Old as it is, it still works. These cute little yellow spiders don't look dangerous at all. Okay, is this a safe place? Can we rest here? Yeah, okay, it looks like we're safe. Let's get our con back. Yet again. Maybe we can explore this garbage room down here after we save it. I don't know if that's just a comment, you know, like if the spider and garbage comments are just flavor text, or if that is hinting that, like, oh no, there's actually monsters in this room. Oh wow. They are not healing quickly at all. I guess because Ira is not as good of a medic as Brains. There we go. It's happening, though. It is happening. Slowly but surely. We need to find Head Crusher and give him this visa while we're here. Wherever he is where we want to be. Goodness gracious. Is it just me, or are we healing slower here? Maybe it's a less safe location than the Ag Center. Goodness gracious. A kingdom for a first aid kit or something. The people in Scott's bar over there are gonna be like, damn, man, did you see those guys that came in here? Did you hear about that? Yeah, man, I heard 4 people just, like, walked in the back door, killed 5 dudes, stole all their money in the middle of a poker game, then went across the street and started camping out in an old abandoned shack for, like, 2 weeks. At least we don't have to worry about food, water, and sleep in this game. Oh my goodness gracious. Almost there. Maybe. At least we didn't kill that kid back in High Pool. Okay, we're almost full up. Ugh. My instincts tell me that because it is safe to rest here, there probably are not encounters in these other rooms, and that that's just flavor text. But it could be some kind of scripted encounter where, like, you have to be in the room and wander around in order to spawn the monster. So we'll check before we leave, because you never know. Of course, I would just love to get, like, poisoned or catch a disease or something this early on in the game when there's absolutely no way that we would have to address it, I'm sure. Unless there's a doctor here in Quartz. Which there may very well be. We've not seen it yet. Okay. Brick walls are chipped and crumbly. Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything, so let's leave. Oh, something just leaped out from nowhere. 2 leather thugs appear at 14 feet. Oh, goodness. Huh. They've escaped from the club. Let's put them in their place. There goes one. Oh, Dinah, come on now. Okay, Brains got the other one. Wow, he was a lot less tough than the first one. I'm gonna have to macro saving as well, I think. Do you know, I could, though, couldn't I? I could. Let's see. Does this have to be... Oh, I'm hitting shift, not control. Let's do, is it save? Y? No. There we go, now we've got a quick save button. Boom. Hey! Yes, I can feel the power surging through me. Getting out of here. North, south, this is Hell's Highway. Quail Trail. Okay. What's this? The Courthouse. I don't know if I want to go in there yet. That, Finster Way, Hubcap Boulevard. This doesn't look like a safe place to enter. The game just said, don't go in here. Devastation Row. What's this? This doesn't look like a safe place to enter. Okay. An old abandoned shack. Let's give it a shot. Looks like you've walked into the local trash dump. You are walking on what is left of the door. You can hear the shuffling of small feet in the trash all around you. See, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm worried about. Walls in this room are covered in graffiti. Walls covered with spray-painted gang names, ugly pictures, bullet holes, and blood. So yeah, I'm concerned about any place that, after what we've seen so far, after what we've dealt with, if Wasteland is like, I wouldn't go in there if I was you, then like, what the hell is behind that door? Yuck, this has got to be the worst smelling room you have ever been in. Another rickety table. Surprisingly, the door still works. Watch it, you almost stepped on that snake. Good thing it was leaving the room. Okay. I wonder how much of these things are flavor text and how much is, do you always walk into walls? And how much is actually, like, encounters that I'm somehow avoiding or missing. One biker scum appears at 14 feet. Iron Knuckles beats the biker scum for 12 points of damage, killing him. That'll teach you to jump out at people. What is this? It looks dark in here. Well, we are definitely going to save it first, then. Oh, hey. Let's radio for a promotion. Not Dinah, not Ira, not Skull, not Brains. Okay, well. Let's go inside. This small business has been closed a long time. Can we use a... Dinah has a bunch of matches. Let's use one. Nothing happens. Okay. Door opens. Another snake. Nothing. Wood walls are breaking apart. Were those restrooms? Changing rooms? Yeah, that sounds like something Dinah would do after what happened with the plastic explosives back in the mine. Okay, now this is the worst smelling room we've ever been in. I'm not thoroughly searching these rooms with, like, the perception skill. I don't know if I should. That floor pattern is eye-watering. Maybe we should. That's something else I'll have to macro. Brains is our perception guy, right? Let's see, nothing special. Okay. Yeah, that'll make it a lot easier if I macro that. Okay, now remember, if there's something that I could miss, or if there's something I should explore, someplace I should use perception and I'm, like, missing it, you know, just tell me. If you know something I don't. Don't tell me what I'm missing, but tell me, like, hey, you should search here, or hey, you should go back and check that out more thoroughly. There we go. These biker scum are nothing. Let's carefully not walk into this cactus. Ryson Drive. An old abandoned shack. Local trash dump. This looks like the last one. It's like a copy-paste map. I don't know. Maybe not. This doesn't look like a safe place to enter. Okay. An old abandoned shack. This looks like the business that we just left. Some of these places have got to have something in them. They can't all just be empty. Looks dark in here. Okay, this is another one. I have to at least go back towards the rear to see if there's, like, something standing there, if there's a monster or a treasure chest. Mountain Road. Ooh, another leather thug. Get out of here. Oh, Brains got him. Brains brained a guy. Oh. A gunman. Okay. Well, luckily he's within melee range. Has no one ever told you don't bring a gun to a crowbar fight? Looks dark in here. Yeah, it looks like it's a lot of copy and paste here, which is fine and understandable. 3 gun cells? Gun cells? Is that like an incel with a gun? Gun cell? 1 point of damage. 4 points of damage. 3 points of damage. Quartz is a rough place. Wow, Skull's the only one that got a hit. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wild. These guys are pretty quick. Ooh, but 2 of them are dead now. Ira got 1 with each hand. Bruh. Brains got the other one. Ooh, they're worth a decent amount. Looks dark in here. Okay, I'm just gonna stop going into those places. For now, at least. An old abandoned shack. Moon Road, Pyramid Drive. Entering Dr. Quack's emergency clinic. Oh, well, we have to go in here. Who wants treatment? Oh, man. I love his shifty eyes. That's my favorite thing about this particular, like, sprite or animation. Is watch where he's just like... He's really sus. Like... Okay, well, we don't need his help. Okay, I should look at the southwest corner. We will do that then. I don't want to go into unsafe places. Oh. A gun cell. A gun cell. Oh, Dinah got revenge for last time. She said, nah, fam. 4 leather thugs. Get out of here. Donna got 1 and half of a second one. Oh, well, they have leather jackets on, so that makes that makes sense. They have 1 point of armor. Ira, buddy, you feeling okay? Brain's got one. Ooh, Brain's got two. Well. Honestly, Brains and Skull have been doing okay this episode. Like, props to them. This does not look like a safe place to enter. An old abandoned shack. Does nobody live here in Quartz? It's like the only people who live here are the thugs and the gangs that are out wandering the streets. That's where you find them. They don't have homes. Quartz Emporium? That sounds like a shop. Yes! What can we buy here? An axe, a club, and oh! TNT! Fuck! We finally found a weapons store! Yes! Hallelujah! Oh my gosh! A flamethrower? Hello. Oh my goodness gracious. Carbine, rifles, clips, bulletproof shield maybe? Leather jackets? Oh, we found armor! Geiger counter, pickaxes, and snake squeezins. So we can buy some snake squeezins, take it back to the hobo. Oh man. Finally, it's happened to me. All right. Well, first things first, let's get rid of these pistols and stuff, man. We don't need these. We don't need these. We don't need these knives. Where'd we get a club? That's probably better than a crowbar, I bet. But that's okay. Doesn't matter. We're going to buy everybody an axe or a spear. Okay, now, here is my question. We got 45 ammo, and we've got 9mm ammo. So we need to look here and see. There's 45 pistols, there's a 9mm pistol. Now we also have the M17 carbine and an M19 rifle. Oh, spear is a ranged weapon for brawling. Okay, but explain that. Do you throw it and get it back? Like, do you have infinite spear if you have single spear equipped? Or do you fling it and now you don't have a weapon equipped for the rest of the fight? See? You understand my hesitation here? I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I mean, yeah, stab from a distance, presumably, but... Okay, I see that it is a brawling-based weapon. Oh, that's one of the reasons why our skills haven't been going up even as much fighting as we've been doing, because we haven't actually been using... Oh, it all makes sense now. We haven't actually been using our brawling skill because we're equipped with tools, not brawling weapons. Huh. Okay. Well. It doesn't seem like you've run out of spears. So maybe we should get some. Maybe that's what we should equip. But what I wanted to see was what kind of ammo the M17 and the M19 take. Because if those are assault rifles... Okay, that has the rifle skill, not the assault rifle. And it uses 7.62 ammo. Okay, this is like a... I was wondering, I wasn't sure because this is fictional. Like the M17 carbine is not an actual gun, I don't think. Okay, and the M19 also uses 7.62. Okay, so that means that That's the 7.62 mil clip right here that he's selling. So we can sell all of our 45 and 9 mil ammo. So, okay. Alright, so which is better then? The axe or the spear? And it looks to me like the spear is better, by far. So we're going to get us some damn spears. Okay, but first things first. Let's sell all of this junk that we don't need. 9 mils, another knife, 45 clip. I still don't know what the hand mirror does. Okay, we're going to keep our grenades. We've only got 2 of those. They are precious. Okay, Ira. Sell that. All these clips. This pistol, this knife, this pistol, all of these clips. This clip, this knife. I think we picked up some knives somewhere from something we were killing, maybe, and I didn't realize it because everybody's got a lot of knives. See, there's another knife. I thought we already sold all of our knives. Okay. Sell. Right. Knife. Clips, 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 clips. Another pistol, clip. Okay. Now, the big reveal. Let's pool our money. Oh, shit. Oh. Almost $3,000. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, now I see here the spear only costs 10 more than the axe, but it does like a lot more damage. So the spear is thrown, but do we get it back? That's what I'm wondering, is like, do they count as ammo? Is my problem. Okay. Yeah, man, that flamethrower is very tempting. Okay, so the spears are more powerful, and they do raise your brawling skill, but if you throw them, that's it. Like, they're single use. Okay. Well, then that means that we need to buy everyone an axe, it sounds like to me. So she gets an axe. Now we also have the leather jacket and the bulletproof shield. Now we have a leather jacket, so we know that that is 1 armor. The bulletproof shield, does that take up the same slot? I'm assuming that it's bulletproof shield, because it says SH, but it's not like... Maybe it's bulletproof shirt. Bulletproof shirt, okay. Then... let's take a look. I bet that that's better than the leather armor, right? Surely. Okay, armor class 3. Okay, so it is definitely better armor. Okay. So that's 500, but we can also sell Ira's leather jacket and get some of our money back. So we have enough for 4 bulletproof shirts. I think we should do it. What do y'all think? Because armor has proven invaluable, like what little we've seen here. And he's just got AC 1. This is apparently AC 3. So I'm feeling a bulletproof shirt. And we've got the money, and we'll have plenty left over. So that's what we've been saving all of this useless ammo and all these guns for, is we're basically, if we buy everyone an axe and a bulletproof shirt, we will still walk out of here with almost as much money as we walked in. Alright, let's do it. Bulletproof shirt. Okay, now Ira. You get an axe. Oh, wait, pool money. You get an axe. You get a bulletproof shirt. Skull. Pool our money. You get an axe. You get a bulletproof shirt. Brains. Pool our money. You get an axe. You get a bulletproof shirt. Okay, now let's step back out here and let's change this around. We're going to equip the axe. There we go. Now we can see that it actually says bulletproof shirt. Equip. Oh, it says AC2 instead of 1. I thought it was AC3. Is what I was looking at, but... Okay, now we probably don't need all these crowbars. I'd say that we can probably have, like, a crowbar. Which means we can sell some of those, too. Okay. Oh. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Here, let me step out. There we go. Ira. You get an axe. You get a bulletproof shirt. Skull. Axe. Bulletproof shirt. Also... Okay. So those are rifles, not assault rifles. So we still don't have a gun, but that's okay. Because we have an axe. And a bulletproof shirt. There we go. Now we go back into the Emporium. And let's sell that leather jacket. Because we can buy them here, and we have better armor, so don't need that. Now he's got a pickaxe, he's got a shovel. He does not have a crowbar because when we picked up the pickaxe, we sold his crowbar. So let's see. Dinah is going to sell her crowbar. Skull is going to sell her crowbar. And then we're going to give the crowbar that Brains has to Ira. Okay. All right. Dang it. I stood on the doorway again. Then when you come out of the menu, it's like... There we go. Goes right back in automatically. Okay, so now we still have almost $1,000 left. What can we buy for $1,000? We can buy some TNT. We can buy spears. I don't see anything else that we drastically need other than, like, I do want a Geiger counter, but I'm going to wait on that right now. I'm going to get a sledgehammer, and we should get some snake squeezins so that we can give those to the hobo, I think. So let's have Ira buy a sledgehammer. Oh, wait, there we go. And who's going to carry the snake squeezins? Let's have Brains do it. He's the doctor. He should have the alcohol. So we'll have some snake squeezins. TNT and some spears, you think? I definitely agree with the TNT because we used up our plastic explosives. And then spears. Here's what let's do. I want to see how the spears work. So, Skull is the worst attacker. Let's buy her a couple of spears. And then I'm going to equip one of these spears. And we'll try it on our next fight and see how it goes. There we go. Does not look like a safe place. All right. Start. Is this why you wanted me to check out the southwest corner? Because the shop was here? Because bless you. For deserters. Alright. I'm sure these are great ideas. Okay. Attacks and hits for 121 points of damage, reducing him to a thin red paste just as he peels off a final shot. Armor absorbs the damage. Armor absorbs the damage. Look at this. All that armor absorbs the damage, though. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at our damage has gone up, like, a lot. Okay, so we used the spear. It did a lot of damage. But now all she has is her fists. So let's see. Weapon, spear. Got another one, swaps equipment. 80, 40, 20. Okay. Alright. We got something. We got something, folks. Attacks and hits one gunsel for 10 points of damage. Alright. So the spears being disposable is kind of rough, especially for the cost. But we don't seem to be hurting too badly for money. So maybe what that means is that we could use that to raise our brawling skill or something. Well, see, the only problem with that is that then, like, it did seem to deal a lot of damage. 21, I think, might be the most damage we've dealt in a single shot up to this point. But then it costs you a turn to switch weapons. So what you have to ask yourself is it worth it to throw a spear and then do, like, say 20 damage, and then have to spend a turn to switch to your axe before you can deal damage again and then hit for 12? Or you could have the axe at melee range, get 2 hits, deal 12 damage each time for 24 damage, and then deal 24 damage again next round with another 2 hits. See? So I think the spears have their use, but overall, I feel like the axe is where I'm more comfortable. At least. Okay, now we need to find Head Crusher. Let's go through the front door of Scott's Bar this time. The bar is noisy and smoky with many people and tables. To the west is the bar, to the east is a low stage. The graffiti here says check out the Head Crusher in the back corner. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. There's the directions we needed. Hey, watch it. I'm sitting here. Hello. Are you... No, you are not Head Crusher. Push in close and get shoved in the shoulder. Watch where you push, boy chick. Do you shove back, apologize and back off, ignore it, or chill out, you say? Oh, what should we say here? This is the first time we've had multiple choice dialogue options, because before, whenever we've gotten to say something variable to someone, we've had to type it out and know a keyword. Oh, man. D? Alright, let's try D. So, chill the fuck out, man. You were hit by a couple sucker punches. You turn, and they look real nasty. Dynamite's armor absorbs the damage. Hey! The member of Ugly's gang jump you. Yellowtooth snarls distort their twisted features. We're fighting 2 groups of 3 punkers and a new waiver. Okay, they did not chill out. But that's alright. Dinah is a little injured. Skull is more heavily injured, but we've got bulletproof shirts and axes. I think we can take them. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, man. Check this out. We got spike collars. We've got fishnets. We've got studded bracelets. We've got pink hair. We've got bare midriffs. We got switchblades. And we've got a Walkman. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, this is violently 80s. Okay, let's take out the new waiver first. Because I don't know what he does. So, I don't know. I'm assuming he's whistling. Maybe. He could be chewing gum, perhaps, but he's not blowing a bubble. Let's see. Let's take these new weapons and armor for a fucking spin, folks. Here we go. Oh. Dead. Dead. Oh, Donna missed. Oh! Ira missed too. That's... Wow. Okay. That's not very impressive, Dinah. Man, Brains is out here today. Oh, he got a hit on Ira. Oh no. 1 point of damage. I don't know if Ira will make it, folks. Oh, there we go. Dinah comes in at the last 16 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, he got to protect his snake squeezins, man. Who wants the loot? Oh, $44? Sure. There, screw you guys. All of you can't sit here. No drunks on the bar, yells the bartender. Okay. Quit pushing, Ranger. You're worse than the Thugs and Uglies gang. Well, we're not trying to be. I just want to talk to people. Ah, here we go. Oh, that's possible. I was just trying to... The way we interact with everything else is basically by jumping up and down on it, so... I mean, to be fair, most of the NPCs with whom we have conversed, that's worked right up to this point. Maybe not here, though. Alright, the locals at this table are talking among themselves. They stop, staring at you until you move away. You overheard enough to realize the townspeople are concerned about the mayor and other hostages held by the gang. Oh. Okay. Oh, you see some graffiti carved into the table. It says, Dancer. Stay off the tables. This table's full and the people ignore you. You'll have to sit elsewhere. Oh, maybe we have to move into a spot like this? Graffiti that says drink. Table's empty. Have a seat. Pretty barmaid speeds by. Her name tag says, Hi, I'm Ellen. She only stands still near the bar. Graffiti here says, check out the head crusher in the back corner. Okay. This is the back room where we came in. Yeah, even after the apocalypse. There's a picture of a man painted on this door. A man walking out gives the females among you a funny look. Okay. Presumably the other one is the ladies' bathroom. Head crusher in the back corner. Where is the back corner? Oh. Don't touch that dial. We want to hear Radigan. The thugs by the jukebox draw oh, okay, that's not a radio announcer. It's like, don't touch that dial. We want to hear Radigan. 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 Oh, Radigan. The thugs by the jukebox draw blades and attack. There is a jukebox. We've got another new waiver and some punkers. Okay, well. We know what to do. Dinah. Okay, Ira got his. Brains got one. Almost got another one. Skull got hers. Now see, Dinah, look at the Brains took 7 damage because you couldn't be bothered to hit. With your brand new axe. I guess she's getting used to it. That's what it is. She's still getting used to it. The bulletproof shirts are weighing them down. The axes are unfamiliar. Who wants loot? 48 cash. 3 knives. You notice something written on the dead carcass. The words are Gen Quart Thanatos. Gen Quart Thanatos? You get a flash of insight. Their general HQ, probably a hideout, uses a password. Thanatos. Okay. Several shapely dancers prance out onto the stage. You handsome cur, you. One of the dancers winks and crooks a finger, inviting you onto the stage. I like that it's gender neutral. You're beside a low stage. I don't think we should probably get on the stage. I don't know, that feels weird. For a lot of reasons. Guy at the south side. Oh. Some thugs don't like the way you part your hair. Well, we're gonna part their hair with an axe. Dinah got one, Brains got one. Ira did not get one, Skull got one. Alright. This has really turned things around. Skull is already doing more damage. And hitting more consistently. So that really is the problem, is that we were using tools, not weapons. So our brawling skill really wasn't helping us. I guess I should save it. Okay, the guy at the south side. Oh, 3 outlaws. Oh no. These guys were rough last time. They're going to be less rough this time, though. 1 point. Okay, 8 points. That's respectable, but... Ooh, we're getting them in one hit, though. Yeah, fuck these dudes. Alright. Alright, we're doing so much better. Okay, is this the Head Crusher? Head Crusher invites you to sit down. Yeah. Okay. Use charisma. I don't know. Do I need to do something special to sit down? Do I need to use a skill? Oh, I might need to... Yeah, we can do that. That doesn't seem to work, but Head Crusher invites you to sit down. Let's try using the actual Visa item. Where is it? Who has that? Is it Brains? Yes. Visa card. Here we go. Sitting here is a mean-looking wrestler-like thug, smiling vacuously as he drinks from an dirty glass. Want to pick a topic? Let's read paragraph 57 first.
Head Crusher says, "Thank you. Go to the Atchison's tent and tell them Caterpillar."
Okay. Who are the Atchisons? I sure love to chat, but that topic bores me, he said, and drinks his cloudy drink. Okay. Okay, he doesn't want to talk about anything. Why can we pick a topic if he's not going to say anything? What else would there be? What else is obvious? Oh, we said thanks, and a pretty barmaid speeds by. Uh-huh. Okay. Now he's not talking to us. Check out the bathrooms. All right. I'm making a note. We need to remember Caterpillar and Thanatos. Some thugs don't like the way you part your hair. Well, I don't like their weird 80s glasses. Oh, there we go. Ira said, nah, fam. See 2 figures struggling in the corner. One turns and pulls a pistol. Get out, he snarls. Okay, we need to outlaw misses. We move. Now we will attack him. All right. Good job, Skull. Proud of you. Okay. A teenage boy has collapsed in the corner with his head in his arms. Don't kill me, he cries. I'll tell you anything. He's showing me mean no harm. He is shaken, but will answer questions if he can. Ooh. What should we ask? Let's see. Have you heard about Ugly's gang at the courthouse? Talk to the Riddler north of the bar. Okay, thug. Okay, let's try Ugly. The kid spits. That leather-wrapped monosynaptic bully. He tried to pick up my sister Lori. Monosynaptic is a really good word. I feel like it's kind of a big word here, but... Lori. Okay. Say anything? Sister? Okay, I guess that was it. Riddler. That old coot sure has weird riddles. Lori copied one right answer on one of the tabletops. Okay, and what about Ellen? Same thing. Have you heard about the gang? Can we ask about the gang? These freaks are all over Quartz. Lots of them are at the courthouse and more on Devastation Row. Okay, now we're on track. Courthouse. Everyone in town knows where they're keeping the mayor. The courthouse is on Quail Trail. Okay, and we found that. Does he have anything else to say about it? Okay. Devastation Row. Nothing else. Okay, what about mayor? Okay, that might be it. Well, let's see what this loot is. Who wants loot? Dinah does. Okay, shall we try the other one? Oh, picture of a woman painted on the door. A well-muscled woman stops you at the door. There are ladies inside, gents. Use your own. Fair. Fair. Valid. Okay. Let's stand still near the bar. Oh, can we? I didn't know you could do that. You could split the party? So how do we do that? Dinah and Skull. And then that's... No? I guess that doesn't work. That did not do it. I don't know how to split the party. I know divide is for money, so the run... Oh, okay, so like do an encounter thing. Okay. We're going to run... Evade... Run. Evade. Does not seem like she is letting us in. That doesn't seem to be working. That kind of made sense, but... Huh. Disband. Oh. Now, no, because if we disband somebody, we did that back at the beginning, that gets rid of the character. That banishes them from the party. That's like kicking them out of the group, because that's how we got rid of the pre-made characters. No, I remember that for sure. That is what that's what we use that for. Because see, oh no, well, it did work. Okay, well that's not what it did before, I don't think. Let's try Dinah and Skull. Okay. Alright, and there's the rest of them. Okay. By the sinks are two women who stopped talking when you entered. One lady has been crying. Who's got more charisma? Let's see. Dinah has 9 charisma. Skull has 13 charisma. So we will use charisma with Skull. You say something that instantly charms these two and they smile. Maybe you can help us, they say. Read paragraph 10. Okay.
Everyone is worried about Mayor Pedros, but others are held hostage too. Felicia Pedros, his wife, is our friend. We think she's been moved to the outlaw hideout. We hope you'll try to rescue her. And remember what Ellen said when you go to the Stagecoach Inn. They smile and leave.
Ellen didn't say anything. Okay. Okay, we're learning though. So let's do. Okay. Alright, well, I apologize, you were right. I was 100% positive that that was going to delete a character. No, for real. Yeah, because High Pool and Ag Center were both very limited, and like they had shops and doctors and things, but there was almost nobody to talk to and nothing really to do other than fight monsters and stuff. So yeah, like this is the first place where it feels like there's a lot of life to it. It feels properly inhabited, I think is the word. I feel like maybe... Oh, okay, we got some punkers. We'll take them out quick. Oh, Dinah got both of them. Damn, girl. Okay. I guess we need to go down by the bar and maybe try to find Ellen, right? Because they said to remember what Ellen said when we go to the Stagecoach Inn. Buy a drink at the bar. Okay. We can't all sit here. Oh, I get it. We have to disband and have one person sit there. That's why it's saying you can't all sit there. Okay. Let's see. Skull has 13 charisma. Brains has 11. Ira has 9 and Dinah has 9. Okay, so that means that Skull is our talkie character, weirdly. Okay, the barmaid Ellen is harried. You got something to say to me? She asks brusquely. Hi. I cannot waste time with your foolishness. She glares and hurries to another table. Okay, drink. I got tables to wait. Get your drinks from Scott. Scott, okay. Let's see. Stagecoach Inn? No. Alright. Felicia? Gang? Thugs? Well, I said drink, and she said get your drinks from Scott. She doesn't say anything about Scott. Alright, let's do that then. Okay, let's see. Now we just need to find the Riddler. I mean, when they call someone the Riddler, that's immediately what I pictured. Is, like, the Riddler. I'm assuming he's one of these fellas who's at, like, by themselves. Ah, here we go. So there's a couple people that are sitting by themselves, but, like, he's the only one that's got a chair, or, like, an empty chair next to him. You see an old man sitting here looking glum. "Buy me a drink, kiddo?" he asks. "Sure." Oh, the old codger smiles a gap-toothed grin. "Thank you kindly," he says. Okay. Yes. 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 That's not doing anything. That spent a lot of our money, I think. Let me undo that real quick. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I spent like $300 and almost $400 on drinks for that guy. So no, I'm not sure he's the Riddler, but that teenager described him as an old codger or an old coot. And this says old man. Takes your refusal apathetically. Let's see. You see some graffiti carved into the table. It says Ura Butland? Ura Butland? Ura Butland? Ura Butland? Code phrase. That could be. But what the hell does it mean? You are a... Oh, I bet you are a Butte Ellen. You are a Butte Ellen. I bet that's what it's... Somebody scratched into the table that Ellen's pretty. Okay, well, we still don't know where the damn Riddler is. Maybe it's this guy. Ah, an impish oldster grins as you come up. He says, "You look bright. Any good at riddles? Answer right, be rewarded." There he is. His eyes twinkle. "Buy me a drink, bucko. Riddles are thirsty work." "Sure." "What is often eaten for breakfast, sometimes eaten at lunch, but usually drunk only at dinner." Now, I love a good riddle. I am very excited to meet this fella, and I hope that his riddles are good. So, let's see. Eaten at breakfast, sometimes eaten at lunch, usually drunk only at dinner. That would be a toast? I think that's a toast, right? The most useless skill. What is the most useless skill? You don't drink a potato. Well, I guess vodka. So yeah, you eat it at breakfast, sometimes you eat it at lunch, but you, like, when you toast at dinner, it's a drink. Toaster repair. Oh, I forgot about toaster repair. Okay, you were trying to give me a hint. Toast. Congratulations, that is quite right. So you will have another riddle. First, buy me another drink, okay? I love how okay does not have a question mark here. Just buy me another drink. What is found in the center of both America and Australia? Oh, that's an easy one. R. There we go. Buy me another drink. Okay. Last riddle, he says, but important. In just 8 letters, how do you compliment the barmaid? Oh, we just saw that. You are a Butte Ellen. There we go. Oh, because we walked past that. Absolutely correct, he chortles. Tell her so, and your work will become easier. He thanks you for the drinks and leaves. Okay, now we are fucking getting somewhere. All right. Okay. Skull is going to go to the bar. There's only one bar stool where she shows up. You got something to say to me? Yes, you are a beaut, Ellen. Oh, that worked. She grins broadly. You are a QT too, and trustworthy to boot, I bet. Take my room key, Stagecoach 18. You'll know what to do. She winks and goes back to work. Oh. Okay, room key to number 18. Huh. There we go. So we've got to go to the Stagecoach Inn. Interesting. Okay, let's put everybody back in order. Now, have we finally... There we go! I was hoping after all of these bar fights, man, we finally qualify for promotion. Dinah is now a senior specialist. Okay, what are we going to spend these points on? She's up to 39 max constitution. Okay, now we know that luck is your brawling skill, right? Seems like it heavily affects that. Now, what is demolitions affected by? Because the one time we really needed it so far with those plastic explosives, it did not work. So, is that IQ? Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, I think you said that last time. Okay. So how about we raise her luck for brawling and her IQ for demolitions? How does that sound? Good dealio. All right. Let's do that. That makes her IQ or her skill 19. Her luck will be 15. That's pretty good. All right, Ira's a senior specialist. Okay, now good old Ira. Ira. I think we know what to do with Ira here for the most part. I don't think dexterity helps with brawling and stuff, does it? I don't believe. I think it might just be like luck. Dexterity would probably be like knife fighting. But brawling, I think, is luck. So, if that's the case, then that means we need luck for him to hit, and then we need strength for things like damage because that's what he does. His agility is already pretty good, which is like dodginess and stuff. Should we raise his speed? Because his strength's really good. So I'm going to say definitely luck. I'm going to go ahead and put one in luck. Should we raise his speed? We've been encountering a lot of fast enemies, and having more turns would probably be a good thing. So y'all pick strength for damage or speed. That really matters. Okay, then let's... Oh... Okay, well that makes sense because the fast enemies that we have fought have had lots of attacks. Okay, then let's do speed. Alright, Skull does not get a promotion yet. Brains doesn't get a promotion. Okay, but we got 2. That's really good. Apparently, it seems like it, at least sometimes, maybe. If we combine it with the brawling skill. And if nothing else, it's going to affect who goes first in combat. So, yeah, I don't know how much we'd have to raise speed to get that action, but we want to raise our speed anyway so that we go before creatures like the slithering lizards. The slithereds, if you will. Slithered. Okay. Oh, we got another outlaw. Well, this guy is about to get... There we go. Damn, he didn't stand a damn chance. Yeah, we know Skull needs high dexterity, but I feel like she's probably the only character that does. I'm sorry, helicopter piloting? Helicopter piloting. I don't remember. Is that a skill? Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, I think that we have accomplished a lot tonight. I was worried at first. I was very worried, especially when Skull was mortally wounded. So thank you again to Crow and Trance for saving Skull's life, because that macro is the only way that was going to happen. So thank you for teaching me about macros here in the game. So now we have a save macro, we've got a quick combat macro, we've got a healing macro or medic skill macro for brains, and that made a huge difference. It really did. Now we got much better RNG after I loaded it, and we did it again because he got it on after only a few tries, which was hysterical. After I sat there, of course it took like 3 tries when I macroed it. As opposed to when I sat there and did it manually, and we did it like 50 times, and he made no progress. But that's okay, so we have that up our sleeves for later. We've got weapons now, like actual real weapons. We've got armor on everybody. We've got people who have leveled up, and we've got some passwords. We've got the caterpillar password, which needs to... we got to go back to the Atchison's tent, and I feel like... this might be a Wasteland 2 thing, but I feel like the Atchisons are one of the Rail Nomad families. Now, I could be making that up because the Nomads camp is the only place so far that we have seen a tent, and he said go to the Atchisons' tents. But I feel like I remember that name, the Atchisons, from Wasteland 2 specifically. So we've got that. We've got snake squeeze-ins to give to the hobo, right? We have Thanatos, which is the password to Ugly's gang's headquarters, which might be how we get into the courthouse. I don't know if they're calling that the headquarters or not. And we have the room key to number 18 at the Stagecoach Inn, thanks to Ellen and those ladies in the bathroom, and thanks to your guidance. I appreciate your advice, old man, especially. Thank you all for helping me tonight, because things were grim. They were desperate at the outset, but now they have definitely turned around, and I think that we have made an enormous amount of progress. So I think I'm going to head over here to the shop, and we're going to sell some of our junk, because we've picked up a few extra, like, knives and things like that. See, like, here's a knife, a knife, a knife, a pistol we're not going to use, 45 clip, and we don't want that stuff to pile up again. So we're going to sell all of this stuff, and I am going to thank you for joining me. I appreciate the privilege of your time and your decision to spend your evening with me when you could have done literally anything else. So hopefully you will come back and you will spend it again with me next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which is New York and Miami time here in the US, when we return for more of Wasteland. I'm looking very much forward to it. We're back up almost to $1,000 too. We finally have an actual shop. We've got actual equipment. We got levels. Hopefully we'll see some skill improvements, because so far that one bump in perception back in the mine shaft when Dinah successfully noticed the cave-in before it happened, but then, like, it wasn't enough for people not to get hurt in the cave-in, unfortunately. But at least her skill did go up. So I'm hoping now that we have actual weapons that are using our brawling skills, which apparently we haven't been doing up to this point, maybe now we'll see our brawling skill go up as well. I don't know if I'll level grind to that effect in order to try and force it to go up. Maybe not, we'll see. Either way, don't forget to follow on Twitter for channel updates. If you are watching on YouTube after I add this to the playlist, thank you so much for your likes, your subs, and your comments there. Your comments always make my day. You all leave such nice comments. I really appreciate it. We have such a great little community that we have built, which is something that I never really expected to say when I started this, but it's great. And if you want to support the channel in this particular way, then you are more than welcome to join our other patrons over on Patreon. But if you don't, that's fine, because following on Twitch, subscribing on YouTube, following on Twitter are all free, and you can even undo it if you change your mind. So, like I said, next Saturday, more Wasteland. In the meantime, I will be back on Thursday with more Star Tropics, which is our first patron request. And that game's going fucking swimmingly. So be sure to show up for that one. We're having lots of fun with Star Tropics. And this coming Monday, of course, Specific Pixel, my wonderful husband, will rejoin me as he continues to guide me through my first playthrough of Paper Mario on the N64, with which I am having quite a bit of fun. And then, since we are alternating our Monday series, that means that the following Monday, November the 7th, will be our return to Amelia's storyline in Saga Frontier Remastered, and that will probably be the conclusion, because we have recruited all the characters that we can. So now we just have to form our final party and go get our revenge on Joker. That's what we're doing next time. Don't forget to hit me up. Let me know on Twitter and the YouTube comments who you think should be in our final party for that battle. And I will see y'all in the next one. Until then, as always, thanks for playing.